Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Days are getting longer, it's warming up, spring and summer are here. So it's a great time to think about what are some of the non-food prepping supplies that you might want to have going forward as the seasons become warmer and we spend more time outside. We can also be concerned with inflation, and one reason we might want to stock up on some things ahead of time is because the prices you pay today may be less than they ever are in the future. That's the way things have been going. So it's a good idea to try to plan ahead. What are the things that I might want that I will be using when I have the things on hand that I need, that I don't have to rush out to the store, maybe buy them at a higher price. And I've also made my life go smoothly because those items are already here. I can just go get them out of my stockpile, my stash, my pantry, my cupboard, wherever we have our things, and then I can have my day continue to go smoothly. But one of the things you need to remember when you're stockpiling on supplies, you need to keep them organized and know where you put them, because it's a complete waste of money if you forget where you put these things and you can't find them and you end up going out and buying them again simply because you don't know where they are. So try to make sure you keep track of your supplies and you keep them organized. The first item to think about is disposable things such as paper plates, forks, spoons, knives, cups, even bowls, and napkins and things. So it's a great time to think about not just the everyday ordinary white paper plates, but maybe you want to get some cute ones because you know that there are going to be things like birthdays and holidays, and you can lots of times find these for about the same price of just the basic ones. It's fun to have a few extra party plates and napkins and those kinds of things that you can still use them in an emergency. If you don't have running water or you just decide to go on a picnic, you can also gather them up and head outdoors. Then you have an extra fun assortment of the items on hand. So if you might have birthdays coming up or any kind of holidays or even just cute ones, just to add a little fun and variety into your stockpile. Next, let's think about different types of tape. It's great to go to somewhere like the Dollar Tree and pick up a colorful roll of some kind of duct tape, but make sure that you're also buying the heavy-duty duct tape that you really want to have for big jobs. You can see you can purchase duct tape at some place like Dollar Tree, but you don't get very much, but it doesn't cost that much. But sometimes you need a bunch of very sturdy type tape, so make sure that you have that in your stockpile as well. And then think about some of the other kinds of tapes. Maybe you want some flashing type tape. This is great if you want to, say, mark a trail if you're going hiking, or wrap some around the cords on your tent so that nobody trips over the cords or gets hung up on something if you've tied up a tarp or something. You can also use it if you're out in your yard and you want to cut back a bush. You can put some of this around the bush and then you can remember, where was I going to trim this item? I also take lengths of it and tie it around my suitcase handle. When I go on a vacation with my family, I put a little bit on the tab of everybody's backpack, so when you're walking around in the airport even, it's easier to keep track of where they are and help you identify them. If they put their bag on the ground, you make sure that you notice it and you don't walk off when you're getting on your plane or something. So there's a lot of different ways to use different kinds of tapes. Think about chores you need to do around the house. Maybe you want some of the white plumbing tape and some black electrical tape. There's all different kinds of tapes. Just pick up different kinds when you have an opportunity to spend a little bit of extra money, add to the variety of your stockpile. Then you have a wider variety to help you in times of need when you have challenges and things you need to repair. You'll have more of a variety of things that can help you be successful. With summer coming, we spend more time outside. The sun is brighter. You want to make sure that you have sunscreen and insect spray. Something I like is the spray-on sunscreen. When I spend time out of doors with my family, I like to plan for 1 can of the aerosol or the spray sunscreen per day. If we're at a place where we're going to be outdoors all day, we might be wearing swimsuits, we might have shorts. So I like to have extra on hand to make sure that I have enough. There's nothing worse than getting a sunburn. We never want to get a sunburn, and we especially don't want to allow our children to get sunburned. So it's better to have more on hand and not need it than to run out. If you're spending time at a sandy beach, bring along some baby powder. After you get done at the beach and the sand is all over your legs, you can sprinkle some baby powder and that helps brush off the sand. You can also get something as simple as a grocery bag. Scoop it into the water, then stand each foot into the bag and then shake off the water and slip on your sandals. That helps keep the sand out of your shoes. Then you can pour this out and dispose of it properly, and you can be on your way with some less grains of sand getting into your car or back into your house. Check out little kits, things like eyeglass repair kits, sewing kits, makeup kits, or first aid type kits, things that have tweezers, little scissors, little screwdrivers, needles and pins. Then you'll have a selection of all kinds of little tools and gadgets that can help your life run smoothly. I especially like the little eyeglass repair kits. If you spend any time with children, you need those little screwdrivers so you can get those battery covers off their toys and put in a new battery. So sometimes picking up something as simple as an eyeglass repair kit can help you have those little tools. And then lots of times we need little scissors, so pick up a manicure set. You've got a little tiny pair of scissors that's going to do the trick when you maybe don't have a big pair along. Then think about summer storms. Maybe you want to have some tarps. You can get heavy duty tarps. This one's been folded and put away in a Ziploc bag to keep it together and dry and clean. You can also pick up something as simple as a shower curtain at Dollar Tree, or one of the painting drop cloths. Then you have a bigger piece of plastic. So say if you have a broken window, you can tape it off. If you have some sort of a storm and you need to tape something off, a tarp is great. You can lay it down on the sand if you're going out for the day. Put your towels, your bags, your toys, all of your things on the tarp. You can also tie it up between a few trees and make some shade, or protect yourselves from the rain if you're out camping. Having an extra tarp is a great idea. Then think about threats from volcanoes, pandemics, chemical spills. You might want to seal off areas of your home, or seal off windows, or seal off your heating vents and things to keep air from coming in your home. So having a tarp and some duct tape can help keep you safe in all kinds of crazy emergency situations. Besides a tarp, you can make do with something like a shower curtain or a painting drop cloth. There are different kinds of things that you could use to seal off your areas. Be creative when you look over things like shower curtains and painter's drop cloths. You can use those for tarps and seal up things as well. Maybe you want to pick up a simple notebook and you want to write down some of your prepping ideas. You can write down things that you would want to know, say the internet stopped working or you ran out of electricity. Maybe you want to write down where you're putting your supplies. You want to write down a copy of your important contact information. You can write down easy recipes to make with your canned and packaged foods. You can write down all kinds of ideas and maybe even keep a second one as a gratitude journal. Write down all the things that you're thankful for in your life every day. Remember what the whole point of life is, to have a long and successful, happy life. So counting your blessings helps make that happen. Sometimes when we're collecting prepping supplies, we are looking at the doom and gloom and the worst case scenarios, and we maybe forget that the whole reason is we're prepping to keep life going smoothly so every day can be the best it can be. Organize your prepping supplies as they go together and make sense. For example, I just put a new spout on my Berkey water filter, so I have a few extra pieces. Rather than just toss them into a drawer somewhere, I added them together in a Ziploc bag and labeled it. I put it together with my Berkey water filter primer, so that the things that go together, everything that goes together for my Berkey, I have them together so I don't have to wonder, where are those parts? Where did I put them? Are they with the hardware? Are they in the junk drawer? I don't know where they are. But if you put them together, you label them, and then you organize your things, you're more likely to have those things when you need them. Heading to the great outdoors, you can really find some cool camping gear. I have a folding shower and a folding bucket. On their case, they have a strap, so you could even hook them onto your belt or hook them onto your backpack with a carabiner. Then inside, then you can see this bucket is very sturdy, plastic. It's got a heavy-duty handle. It has a strong gusseted type bottom, so you can use this for gathering water or even just gathering your supplies together. It's important to have options for buckets whether you're staying home or going out. And I like this one that you can fold it all up, put it in your pouch, then you have it with your camping gear, your outdoor gear, your going to the beach, or your survival gear. These are things that you can use on an everyday basis. So it's nice to have options. Then the pocket shower also has the strap on the back. It has this nice pouch, and then you have one of the solar shower kits, and you can see it has a very heavy duty bag. Then you roll over the top, clip it together, and then you can hang it up, lay it in the sun somewhere, and then it's going to heat up the water. Then it has a nozzle here, that's the shower. So then you can hang it up when the water is all hot and toasty. You tighten and loosen this to let the water flow out. So then think about like the sailor shower. You get wet, turn it off, use your soap, shampoo, whatever, and then turn it on and continue to rinse. Don't just let it flow like you would at home. You want to keep track and reserve every last drop so that you can get all the soap off you if you need to. It holds 10 liters and it supposedly can last for 7 minutes. So you can get a lot of clean out of this amount of hot water. It's great on a sunny day because the black is going to absorb the heat from the sun, warm your water, and make your outdoor activities more enjoyable. So whether you just want to enjoy a camping, picnic, or an outing, or you're in an emergency, then this is a type of item that could really make your life more comfortable, whether you're in an emergency or just enjoying a day. Then you can fold it all back up, put it back in the pouch, and you have it ready with your gear whenever you need it. That's where it's nice when you can find things that don't take up a whole lot of space. I'm going to have to work on that better to get it back in the case, but it really does go back. I've used these things several times and they really work great. So there are a lot of non-food items that you might want to include in your stash and stockpile, not just because you're scared for emergencies, but because you want to enjoy fun outings with your family. You want to be safe and happy as much as possible. That's why I'm a prepper. I want every day to go as smoothly as possible. So let us know, what are some items that you think would be great to have into our supplies so that we can enjoy our life and be ready to face an uncertain future. I hope you'll like my video, share it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.